Hey folks, real quick, I just wanted to give you a heads up. There's still time to go back and check out my honey harvest video and enter the contest to guess the weight. So I'm finished extracting and I have the total right here. This video you're going to see is me checking the honey moisture content prior to doing all this extracting to make sure the moisture content is where it needs to be at the proper levels. And I'll talk all about that in this video. But if you haven't entered the contest, I want you to go back there and check that out and give a shout out to the sponsors, Hillco, Hive Alive, and Wildflower Meadows Queens. John Hill is donating a 8-frame E8 Hillco extractor, a $740 extractor that is going to be to the winner of the guess of who guesses the closest to the total on how much honey this weighed in at. Then I'll do the others. I'll do the Hive Alive giveaway, just to those of that fall down in line after the winner. And I'm also giving away $100 cash, $25 Amazon cards to the next 4. So if you haven't seen that, go back one video. Be sure you're subscribed to my channel because I will check if you're subscribed if you won, and put your in the comments how much you think the weigh-in is going to be. Okay, let's get on with this moisture content, and the next video, I promise, will be this extraction and the winners. Hey folks, welcome back to Jerome Bee Farm and Homestead. It is 4th of July 2024. It's the day after I pulled my honey supers, and man, I'm glad I got that all done yesterday because it was even hotter today. There was no wind whatsoever. The leaves in the trees, there was nothing stirring at all. It was miserable out there. And we do have some rain approaching us, but it's kind of going north and south of us. So hopefully we'll get some of that because it's really dry here. So today I wanted to start this video with all the fans on so you can hear it. And I'm going to go ahead and shut them down. There, that's much better. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to go through and I'm going to sample some of the frames out of these boxes and check the moisture content. So we want it to be less than 18 if possible. You definitely don't want it above 19. If it's around in the 19 area, you're in danger of fermentation. You don't want to sell honey to someone and they have it on their shelf and it bubbles all out and ferments. So they're probably not going to buy honey from you ever again. So yeah, I always want to make sure it's down in the 18 range, close to 18 or below is even better. So I'm just going to do some random samples, and I got me some other little sticks so I can pull these boxes off and set it down. I'm going to go down in. I'll probably do a top and a middle in a few of these and check a few of them and see how they're coming in. I want to test away from the fans to see, you know, where it doesn't have that air blasting on it. So the temperature in here is 84. It's 87. And yeah, I turned it up. So it's 87 degrees in here and the humidity is 46%. So I've got the dehumidifier going over there, pulling it down, and it's been running all night like that. And it's been running nonstop. So I know there's a lot of moisture coming out of here. And when I go outside, now that this cool front's come through, it's a lot cooler outside than it is in here because that dehumidifier is actually an air conditioner working in reverse and it's blowing the warm air into here. So I got the air conditioner going, that's pulling a little bit of moisture out, and the dehumidifier going, that's pulling out quite a bit. All right, I'll get my refractometer out and we'll start checking these and I'll show you how I do that. And I'm shooting this on my phone, so hopefully I can get a shot inside the refractometer so you see how I read that and what it looks like. Let's get going. Okay, this is the refractometer I use. I picked this up on Amazon and I don't remember the price. I think it was around $20. It's not bad. And be sure you get the one in the blue case. The one in the gray case is for winemaking and alcohol distillery type things. This one here is for honey, and you calibrate it with extra virgin olive oil. And I don't remember exactly the number it's supposed to read on that, but when I first got it, I tried it and it was dead on, so I didn't have to adjust it at all. There's a dial on the back that you can adjust and it's locked down so you can't move it. So this is what it looks like. Comes with this little thing here that you can squeeze liquid out, but I just dab it with my finger and rub it on the glass. So this here's the where you will put the honey. You flip this up, you put the honey right there, spread it around, flip that down, press it, get all the air bubbles out. And I think right there is where you calibrate it if you need to. You pop that off and there's a screw underneath if I remember right. But you do that and you look through. Oh, there's a bee after me. You look through right here and you will be able to see see the moisture content of your honey. And I think you can kind of see it there, maybe. Anyway, I'll try and get a better shot of that once we get a reading. So I'm going to pull some frames, put over here, and see what it comes out as. All right, I'm going to pull a frame out of this top box here. And you want to be sure you've got access to water when you're doing this, because you need to rinse everything off and make sure that your refractometer is clean between tests. I picked one that's not wanting to cooperate. Boy, this is full. There we go. Boy, isn't that a pretty frame of honey there. A lot of wet caps and dry caps. Both sides capped. So I'll record this, I'll write it down, and I'll write a C and then my reading so I'll know what it is. Got this little plate here so I can set it on it. Got my Hive Alive hat out. So they're a sponsor of the giveaway coming up in the next video. So be sure and go check out Hive Alive, and you can use my promo code. I think you get 15% off if you use it, 10 or 15% off. And they sent me this nice hat. It's too nice to wear. So I just thought I'd set it out here. So it's all blue now. So there's nothing on there. So I'm just going to break into this here where it's already opened and smear some on there. Get the air bubbles out. So that's what it looks like. And it is reading just over 15. That's pretty good. I'm not going to be able to do it. Yeah, I tried to do this with the iPhone looking in there. Just can't do it. I was able to do it with my camcorder. I might bring it down here in a little bit, see if I can get a shot of it. But yeah, it's right at 15 on the top box that was right underneath that fan. So let's put that up and we'll try. We'll go down a ways and get another box or another frame that's from a box that's 3 or 4 down lower. This one has some uncapped in it, so let's check it. Right in here is some uncapped. It's capped in here, but I want to check it out in here. You want to be sure your lens and your cover are dry before you do it the next time, because if you get water mixed in with it, it's going to skew your reading. It's upside down. Okay, this one is 16. Pretty good for uncapped. Let's go down 2 more, check one, and then we'll go to the next stack. Got a mix of capped and uncapped here. That's pretty much capped. Ooh, hive beetle. Ah, got him. Yeah, so you don't want to leave your honey sitting around for a long time, because you'll have hive beetles in there and they'll be laying eggs in these uncapped cells, and those larvae will hatch out. But I heard someone say if your humidity is 55%, I think that was the number they said, or lower, that the hive body, small hive beetle larvae won't hatch. Their eggs won't hatch if the humidity is that low. I don't know if that's true or not, but something that's out there. All right, got to get this cleaned up. All right, I'm going to try a piece of the capped, and then I'll do some of the uncapped. This is the capped. What am I doing? I keep turning it upside down. Oh, so this one is not good. This one is 20. Wow. Let me try this. That was the capped. What if I had that good and dry enough? Try some of this uncapped right here in the middle. So the uncapped is coming in at 17 and a half. I'm going to remeasure that. I'm not trusting that measurement. Yeah, that's right on 20, that capped spot. So I'm going to put this box to the top and get it right underneath the fan. Couple of bees on that one. $17 and a half there. So that's good. Check this one on the bottom. This one's just over 17. So we had the one frame, or the one box, that one frame. I'm going to check some other frames in that box. And what's strange is the high reading came from a capped cell. You know, normally they won't cap it till it's ready and it won't ferment. But I have heard of times when it's really humid that they will cap it before it's ready, or before the moisture level gets down, and the honey will ferment in the comb. I've heard of that happening. I've heard of that happening with canola, which there's no canola around here that I'm aware of. So this is the frame right next to that one. And it's 18. That's strange. That one spot is high in that box. So that box is going to go on top right underneath the fan. Let's get that put back together, and I'll take a couple more readings from another stack. I think we're good. So even with that being at 20, all these others at 15, 16, 17, and that range, it'll all mix together, and the average will be around 17. Ah, man, that one is heavy. And that one, whew. Boy, those three, oh my gosh. So we'll get our fan on this one, and it'll be right there by the air blowing. Oh, I should not have laid that on its side. All the frames tilted sideways. There we go, all straight. I want to do this stack here so I don't have to mess with that deep. Not a lot in this one. And it's all uncapped, so we'll try that. $17. I'm just going to go with this one. $16.5. Yeah, so most of the honey is where it needs to be already. Had that one reading that was at 20. I could do a lot more, but I think, you know, the majority of them's coming in around 15, 16 and 16 and a half. So that's pretty good. So the average is going to bring it down if there's a frame or two here and there that may be a little high. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it one more day all through tonight with the dehydrator going and keep the air going in here and circulate and all the fans going. So I'll bring it down. I'll run it about, let's see, that's going to be probably about 18 more hours. And then I'll start extracting tomorrow. So that's the plan. So that's it. That's how I check the moisture content of the honey. The key is don't let it be much over 17, and so it won't ferment on you. So if it has moisture in there, there's natural yeast and stuff in the honey that could feed and start making gas and ferment out and bubble up. It could even blow up a jar if you have it in glass. So if it gets bad enough, and that would be a bad thing. And the honey tastes terrible. It turns sour. It's just disgusting. So you want honey and not mead, unless you're making mead, and then that's a different thing. All right, that's the end of the video. Next video is going to be extractions, and we'll do the weight contest. If you haven't entered the contest, go back and watch my prior video on the harvest and pulling all the honey supers off. And you can subscribe to my channel, put your weight guess down in there, how much you think all this is going to weigh, and enter the contest. So I'm going to be giving away $100, and we're getting giveaway prizes from my sponsors. Hive Alive has already committed to 3 or 4 things they're going to provide. So it's going to be a pretty big deal. So be sure and check that out if you haven't. So give me a thumbs up if you haven't, and don't forget to subscribe on your way out to the Jerome Bee Farm and Homestead. We'll catch you on the extraction video. Y'all take care.